a table for two. Shay worked at a small coffee shop near a university, taking orders day in and day out. It was always hectic, but Valentine's Day was surprisingly slow. Couples were usually busy in fancy restaurants, not casual cafes. From her usual spot at the counter, Shay could see the small restaurant across the street where pairs of lovers dined under dim, romantic lights. One diner caught her eye, a lady with a fair complexion sitting alone. Shay assumed she might be waiting for a late date, but eventually someone arrived and took the seat in front of her. Satisfied, Shay returned to her work, brushing off her curiosity. Later, during her break, she glanced at the restaurant again. The lady was still there, sitting alone. After a while, someone else came to sit across from her, a different man this time. Intrigued, Shay began observing her more closely. By midday, the cafe was bustling, leaving Shay no time to glance outside. Still, in stolen moments, she noticed the same unsettling pattern. The woman seated with yet another new man. When she finally had a chance to look again, her breath caught in her throat. The lady across the street was now staring directly at her. For a moment, Shay swore her eyes were completely black. Panicked, she ducked into the kitchen to collect herself before returning to the cashier. When she stepped out, her blood turned to ice. The woman was now standing at the counter, impossibly close. Her boss shouted for her to take the order, and with no way out, Shay approached slowly. Up close, the woman's fair skin was unnaturally pale, almost translucent. She tries to convince herself that this was a different person, but her clothes were the same, and through the cafe window, Shay saw the restaurant table across the street. Empty. "Just a cup of coffee," the woman said softly. Shay avoided eye contact, but could feel the piercing weight of the woman's gaze. When she handed over the coffee, her hand brushed against the woman's fingers. They were icy cold, like lifeless marble. The woman smiled, a thin, eerie expression, and thanked her, her eyes devoid of life. The rest of the shift, Shay felt an unshakable chill. On her way home, she begged a coworker to walk with her. Still haunted by the encounter, they chatted on the way, but something felt off. She feels like something or someone was watching the both of them, waiting. When she finally reached her apartment, she bid her coworker goodnight and locked herself inside, desperate to forget the strange events of the day. The next morning, Shay's coworker didn't arrive for work, and the authorities were lined outside the restaurant across from their cafe, asking about 3 young men who had dined at the restaurant but never made it home. It is said that CCTV footage was obtained from the restaurant, where it is indeed revealed that the missing men dined in the restaurant, dining at separate times, ordering meals for 2. Strangely, they appeared to be talking, laughing, and gesturing, seated across from someone who wasn't there.